Hello, Steel City Surge fans. Kippy here, coach of the Steel City Surge, back for Week 5 in Orange Islands, PDL Season 4. We're taking on Resi and the Cleveland Charizards this week, and the team is the one we expected. Dragapult, Ogerpon, Clodsire, Cresselia, Excadrill, and Gouging Fire. So, I can see a Gouging lead, I can see a Claude lead. So, I am going to lead Shark Boy. Best of luck to Resi this week in this matchup. Let's have a good one. Redword. That is a gouging. Okay. Now, do we see a booster? We do not see booster energy. Okay. So, this could potentially be Choice Scarf. Is it likely? No. We do outspeed this. And if this is offensive, we do massive, massive damage. I kind of just want to go for an outrage. I'm going to go right up for an outrage right away. We do outspeed. We should knock this guy out. We do knock it out right off the bat. That is huge. That is massive. It's going to be the pull. Yeah, he goes right for a Draco. He is going to take us out. That's okay. That is okay. So we know it's Draco. We have the gouging out of the way. That is a massive, massive threat. Now, my thing is, Draco did not matter if it was Specs or not. It always KO'd us. So because he's -2, I am inclined to go with Primarina. We can kind of force it out. We might be able to force it out with Greninja too. And not quite as much. I'm going to go in with Preem. Moonblast is going to do a decent chunk to a lot of things. I can probably Shadow Ball too. Because does Excadrill like to take a Shadow Ball? No, not quite as much. I'm going to Shadow Ball because it does do a lot of damage. I don't think he stays in. Dragapult. If it is Boots Pivot, it has Thunderbolt. It's at -2, so it wouldn't do that much at all. So I'm okay with going for a Shadow Ball here. Just locking that in. He does swap. Okay, what does he swap into? The Ogerpon. Okay, this is not gonna take this very well. That takes it decently well. We do get the Spadef drop, though. That is pretty good. So, Ogerpon took that decently well. Ogerpon Wellspring took that decently well. We did get a Spadef drop. It's probably going to go for Power Whip. I want to go into my Scizor, because we do live a couple of those Ivy Cudgels. We're going to go into Scizor. If it does crit me, that's going to be a problem. Goes for Horn Leech. Okay, that does extremely little. That does very, very little. So it's got Horn Leech. I can freely go for U-turn here. U-turn's always going to knock out Ogerpon. And we get free momentum. So we get free momentum here with Scizor. He does swap. What does he swap into? Tingus. Is that Claude? That is Claude. Okay. It does a decent chunk to Claude. That wasn't 20%. That was like 30%. So... my thing is, I think I go into... I could go into Siren Boy. I think I go into Greninja, though. I don't think you're... I don't think you're Water Absorb based on you swapping into... based on the swap into Ogerpon, I don't think you're Water Absorb. And I'm okay with going for a Hydro here. I think. I mean, I could go into Preem though. No, I'm gonna go into Greninja. We see Black Sludge. Leftovers, not Black Sludge. Okay. I don't think you're Water Absorb on this guy. I'm gonna go for a Hydro. If you want to swap into Ogerpon, that's fine. He stays in. He is Water Absorb. Why are you Water Absorb? Ah, he goes for Spikes. Okay. That's a problem. Okay. That's annoying. I think I'm screwed here then. I might be screwed without Garchomp. Yeah, Claude just kind of beats me, doesn't it? I mean, I think I go into Annihilate and just start... I have to go into Preem here. I'm gonna go into Preem. That's annoying. Water Absorb Claude is annoying. It was a possibility, but I didn't think double Water Absorb was a thing. I didn't think he would go double Water Absorb. That is annoying. Does go for Toxic right away. He's probably the standard set. Which is annoying, but I can't really do much about it. Claude just beats me now. I just lose to Claude. Man, I just lose to Claude here. That's fine. I just want to chip you down. If I can get into Scizor, I think that's my best play. I don't really need Preem right now. I'm gonna go and just keep doing this. I'm gonna give up Preem and just try to get a Spadef drop if I can. There's a Spadef drop. Okay. Goes for another layer of Spikes. It's more damage on Scizor that I don't really like, but I just need to get this thing chipped as much as possible. Because Scizor can do a lot of damage to Claude. We just need to chip it down. It's currently right at about 3/4. I'm gonna go for another Energy Ball here. This should do more. This will more. He does recover though. I'm in a really, really bad position right now. I screwed myself by going for Outrage first. But I don't think I had much of another choice, because Gouging was going to go for Outrage. I could have swapped into Preem earlier. I could have swapped into Preem early on the Gouging, which is probably the best play I should have done there. Gets the third layer, spikes up. We're at 214 currently. Earthquake's gonna do roughly a fifth to us a couple of times, so I just gotta knock off, get rid of those leftovers. Okay, we're gonna get a free knockoff onto something, so that's good. Onto the Excadrill. Okay. We get rid of its item, which is good. Oh, it's Air Balloon. Okay. That's a lot of damage. I don't want to take any more damage on Iron Boy if I don't need to, but what's it really going to do to me? I could just stay in and go for another knockoff. I don't really have an Ogerpon switch in anymore anyway. I mean, how much are you doing to Greninja? You have 3 layers of spikes up. How much are you doing to Greninja? EQ is going to knock us out. So I'm going to go for another knockoff here and hope you set up. He goes for EQ. This is going to do a chunk. It's not going to knock us out. We do knock out the Excadrill though, so that's good. He's doing 25%. We're at about 70 HP, so we definitely go down to another one of these. We definitely go down to another one, another round of spikes, and we don't have a way to get rid of the hazards, so I'm just going to go for a knockoff and hope he goes for, like, U-turn. He goes for T-Bolt. Okay. We go down to that. That's fine. I really like going into Annihilate, and I actually really like going into Annihilate right now, because we can go for a Rage Fist and Terra, because nothing can really hit us super well currently. So we're gonna go in with Annihilate. We Terra Fairy. We take everything decently well, and we go for a Rage Fist. 271. If this is Specs, we Terra Fairy. Thunderbolt's not gonna do like a quarter to us. We are currently at 271, so we're at 3/4 right now. So we definitely Terra Fairy. We go for a Rage Fist. Rage Fist should be able to knock this out, especially if we get that Rage Fist boost. And if not, we're gonna do a good chunk of damage to something that wants to come in. He does swap. Does he swap into the Claude? That's my question. He goes into Ogerpon. Ogerpon doesn't want to take this very well. Ogerpon doesn't take this very well, right? That takes a decent. Yeah, it takes it decently. I feel like I have to go into Toxtricity here, which I don't really like to do. I might need to go into Greninja. This has to be Ivy Cudgel, right? Ivy Cudgel does the most amount of damage. I'm going to assume it's Ivy Cudgel, and I'm going to go in with Greninja. And Greninja should be able to do a good chunk of damage with Sludge Wave. He doesn't have a Terra quite yet. Yeah, that's my best play right now. If I can get Toxtricity in for free, I can go for a Boom Burst. This might be GG. This honestly might be GG. He goes straight for the Horn Leech. Oh, oh man. I played myself. I played myself. I'm just gonna go for a Boom Burst. I played myself so hard from the beginning. He does swap. What does he swap into? The Claude? Tingus, that's a Claude. Okay. So we get Chip on this, but that's a lot of... That's a crit. That's a crit. Okay. So that was a crit from Boom Burst. I want to say you might be in range of another, so I'm going to go for it again. Ah, he's barely not. He goes for Recover. That's fine. I don't think I can swap into Ape anyway. I mean, maybe? Maybe I can. Because if I do that, then Rage Fist goes to 100 base power. We would be at 50% on the switch in. We live that. We go for a Rage Fist. Nah, I don't like it. I'm going to go for Boom Burst and sack off Toxtricity. Goes for another Recover. He's just going to recover HP. Stally tactics, man. I hate that. I played myself so hard from the beginning of this game. I actually played myself so hard from the beginning. If I went into Preem early on the gouging, or if I ran loaded dice like I originally wanted to, man, I hate myself. That was a horrible, horrible game plan from my part. GG's by Rezi. GG's for Rezi. Claude was an insane bring. Claude absolutely bodied me. I just kind of need to hope for like a Rage Fist crit or something at this point, which I doubt happens. Yeah, I don't get it. He's gonna get the Toxic, and he's just gonna essentially just knock me out with Pulp. I mean, he could just knock me out with Ogerpon. Ivy Cudgel definitely knocks me out from this range. He just hard swaps. What does he hard swap into? Is he trying to preserve? Yeah, he goes into Ogerpon. Yeah. He's saving differential with that play. I mean, I'm at 115 right now. I'm at 32%. Does Ogerpon Hornleech KO me? I think any Ogerpon variant here just kills me. Yeah. Any Ogerpon variant just knocks me out. I just Poison Jab and hope for the best. I just lose. Yeah, Ivy Cudgel. GG, Cerezi. I played like absolute dog shit. I played like absolute dog shit. I got excited early and did not play my best at all. That's entirely on me. I should have played better, and I didn't. GG, Strezzi. Thank you guys for watching. I hope to see you guys next week. Hopefully we can bounce back from a really shitty game. Yeah, I'll see you guys next week for week 6. Peace.